Welcome back everyone to the Myth Series in-depth playthrough. Today we are playing 7 Gates, which occurs a week after the last mission. I realize now that on the last mission I didn't show one of the images on the disc that doesn't appear in the game. This image is a bit difficult to interpret, but I'm guessing it is a warrior who was converted by the Deceiver. You can see his helmet on the ground. He is looking down at the ground, and it seems everything around him is rolling around, so they are probably trying to show him fighting with himself to control his mind. Now here's the journal for this mission.
Sunday, December 7th, 7 Gates. The Watcher drove his army without rest through the fleeing remnants of Rabican's forces and into 7 Gates. We are there now, inside the pass, where he then clashed with the Deceiver on his way east. The bodies of the undead are everywhere, melted and broken. It seems inconceivable that anything could have survived. I don't know why he attacked the Deceiver, unless somehow he found out what was going on in silver mines. One of the veterans said that these two had it out after the battle for Tyr 12 years ago, and that the Watcher barely survived. I have a feeling the real reasons for what happened today go back even farther than that. Whatever the case, while the battle raged only a few miles away and we thought the Watcher was coming for us next, I was glad nobody had asked me to carry his damned arm. It looks like the volcano will keep 7 Gates open through the winter, so Maildun is sending out patrols to retake the pass. The Legion's growing fame seems to draw danger like a bright candle attracts moths, and if any of the enemy survive the floods and fighting, I'm sure we'll be the ones to find them. So ends the 17th year of the war.
Since the remnant of Rabican's forces are fleeing from the Watcher, we are now with the avatar of Maildun and passing through the Cloud Spine. Because of the Watcher and the Deceiver's hatred for each other, the Watcher is running through the Deceiver's troops also. Their hatred for one another started in Myth-3 the Wolf Age. We're traveling into the past to secure it again since all the snow has melted. In addition, the Legion is likely planning to use the arm against the Watcher now that they possess it. The first journal image for this mission that doesn't show up in the game shows the bodies of the undead everywhere, melted and broken. There are puddles of melted snow and dead bodies hanging in trees. These trees have no leaves because it is in the winter time, but things have recently thawed. In the mission, the trees and bushes have leaves on them, but in my opinion, this actually is a mistake in the game, and this image has got it right. The second image shows a few warriors navigating through the 7 Gates Pass. There is rivers and pools of water all around. On the top right, it looks like you can see the volcano Tharsis. The lighter areas of the image give me the impression that some of the water is still steaming as a result of the recent volcano. This is a bit difficult to distinguish though. When the game says it is in the 17th year of the war, which war exactly are they referring to? The Fallen Lord's prologue says that the war in the north started 7 years ago, so that doesn't line up. Following the dates in the game, the first mission, Crow's Bridge, was on August 3rd, and now we are in December 7th, so only about 4 months have passed into the game. My guess is this means that the province has started their war against the Fallen 17 years ago, and they are not referring to the war in the north, as this wouldn't make any sense. The Fallen Lord's manual says Covenant was sacked 15 years ago, and Tyr was sacked 10 years ago. This seems to line up with the dates for this war nicely. In The Lord of the Rings, there are the 7 Gates of Gondolin. From my understanding, the 7 Gates are not actually referenced in the Lord of the Rings books themselves, but they are in some of J.R.R. Tolkien's notes and stories that never came out during his lifetime. Some of these were later finished and released by his son, Christopher Tolkien. I believe the idea for the name of this pass came from these Lord of the Rings references. Now let's get the mission rolling. Trapped by the rising water somewhere in the pass is Scarpion, one of the Deceiver's shades. Find and destroy him. So we got some archers, some warriors, and a journeyman, and you see these units, these Thrall are different color because they're going to fight each other. So you kind of have like a grayish team and a bluish team. So we're going to group up our archers and then just group all these up in one group.
Yes, sir.
and we're gonna start. So right off, I can like shoot these guys.
Easy. They're fighting each other.
Yep, what he said. So I want to kill these like range units first because they're more of a threat to damage me than the thrall.
That was mine. Stand clear. Money.
Got it.
And just kind of
We're moving.
keep pushing forward slowly.
Got him.
This mission is honestly like, if you go through the mission right, because they always have forces fighting each other. So if you go through the mission right, it's honestly a really easy mission.
Hey, move it. Yes.
And the archers are like,
Got it.
the archers are your bread and butter in this game.
Yes. That was mine.
Yes.
Alright, let's keep pushing forward.
We're moving.
So we're gonna get to this pass right here.
Yes. Yes, sir.
And so what's gonna happen is you kind of have a fork in the road. You can go left or you can go right. So what's actually gonna happen is gonna be one force coming down here and one force coming this way that will fight each other. So we're gonna just kind of go activate them.
Yes.
You just gotta go over here till you see the red army. Which there it is.
On my
Oh.
road.
Actually they're fighting each other. Actually that's the army. Yeah. There they come.
Got it.
You just run back and they'll run into this army. So this army has a bunch of Thrall and Solus. This one has a bunch of Thrall and Fetch. Now the Fetch are a much bigger threat, so usually what I try to do
We're moving.
is kind of sneak in, wait till they start fighting each other. You kind of hit the Fetch from the side. Oh, they're coming at me. That's weird. I'll just back up a little
Yes,
bit.
sir.
Usually that won't happen. I think the Thrall, for some reason, were fighting and they came in slower. We'll just keep retreating.
Yes.
Normally, I just come in and I kill a few Fetch. There they go. I kill a few of the Fetch, but might leave like one to finish off some of the Solus. Because the Fetch are the biggest threats. Let me die really quick with my archers because they're upgraded. They got some experience. They shoot pretty accurate. Okay, now we killed up most of them. So we'll take care of some of their Solus while we'll just keep an eye on him because if he starts coming toward me, I want to take him out right away. There we go. Now we can take them out. They're pretty much all dead.
We're moving. Yes, sir. Got it. Got it.
Pretty simple.
Yes, sir.
This part is pretty easy so far. Not much of a challenge. I'm not sure where those Thrall are going.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Money.
Get some more free experience from our archers.
That was mine.
They all have some good experience. Top ones are in the 50s right now.
Yes.
Okay, so
Got it.
let's save it real quick. Okay, so this next area, we come out here. There's a bunch of like random units fighting over here. But what's gonna happen is there's gonna be an army coming this way, an army coming from this way, and they'll meet somewhere in here. And so, what I tend to like to do is, you know, put my units back here, because this army has a fetch, and then I can kind of hit him in the back and take care of some of the fetch. Okay. So we're gonna position our army back here,
Yes.
and we'll send. I'm gonna send kind of one.
Yes, sir.
Shoot,
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to just like
Your
warrior.
orders, sir. Yes.
Just send one warrior up to activate
way.
them.
Yes. Yes, sir. On my way. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dang it! I hate when I select and you just
Yes.
accidentally draw a box or something. I do that pretty often. So they'll be coming. Yeah, we'll wait till they pass a little bit, because we don't want to get them charging at us. Okay, that's good.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir.
So a bunch of them are coming at me, and the fetch are kind of stuck in the thrall, which is not good. Because they kind of act as a barrier. You might need to run. There we go, they're running away now.
Yes.
Because the fetch from behind the thrall would act as a meat shield, so that's why I was worried about that.
Right away. Got him. All right.
Retarded archers.
That was mine. Hey. Yes. Hey, move it. Stand
Let's
clear.
get 'em.
Hey, move it. Hey, move it.
Yes.
Hey, move it. That was mine.
This is working out really well.
Got him. That was mine.
We're moving.
That was mine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll just save it real quick. So that there's probably going to be a few more soulless up here and some
Yeah.
strangling forces. Nothing to worry about. It'll be pretty simple.
Yes.
That fetch must spawn like right in the middle of those soulless, because how else does a fetch get stuck and sandwiched between soulless where it can't shoot?
Hey, move it.
It must spawn like that.
That was mine.
And their AI probably activates when you get in range, I'm gonna guess.
Got it.
That was mine.
Got it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's just straggler units up
Yes,
here,
sir.
so nothing to worry about. Another big battle going on.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
So you can go around down here. Actually, I didn't mention that. You can go around. Oh, let's kill some of these guys first. Gotta keep you on the action.
Move it. Got him.
So there's this little ledge over here you can use a little ways back. Like you come out. Let's see. This is where we started, right? Here's the T. Come out. You can go to the left, up this little ramp, and there's high ground. So you can use that. It doesn't help a lot. Where we went to the right, and we went and drew this army out from over here. is you can come back here and go around. There's like this big mountain area. There's also like paths up there and stuff, so you can kind of go through here, but it's really not towards the mission objective. And there's a big army that kind of runs around here, so there's really no point to do that. It's really kind of like, I don't know, a bunch of map area that really doesn't help you going over there, basically.
Yes, sir.
That was mine.
Yes.
Just kill these thrall, get some free kills.
Money. That was mine.
I haven't even used our warriors yet. I could get my warriors.
Got
They're not even going to be able to do anything.
Yes, sir.
You really don't even need your warriors in this mission. The journeyman's nice.
Sir.
Got him.
I could like kill some with my warriors. So now and this shade is up here to the right, to the left.
Money.
This is where he's at. But there is this big army over here, so before we mess with the shade, I want to show you this army.
Yes, sir.
Because you might be fighting the shade and they might come up.
We're moving. Yes, sir.
There's some random units around.
Yes.
Step aside. That was mine. Stand clear. Money.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Got him. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was mine.
Okay, there's this big army. So they got a bunch of soulless, some fetch, and some thrall. So not something we can really mess with, so we're just gonna run away.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So if we run, they're gonna patrol this way. They're gonna come around right by where the shade is.
Moving.
He's up here somewhere. We're just gonna
Got it.
continue
Yes, sir.
back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I might have looked the wrong way. He's up here. The army comes around this way.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is they're gonna come around this way. They're gonna turn after the rock and then go up this ramp. So we're just gonna come out here out of the way.
We're moving.
Money.
You can send a little warrior to keep track of where they are. There they are. You see, they're just patrolling. So they're gonna go up there. What they're actually gonna do is they're gonna come up. They're gonna park on like the top of this hill. I'll show you. So they're just gonna park up here. So they probably see my warrior. Sometimes they, like when I run by, sometimes they park down here. I noticed. They're not actually chasing me, I don't think. Yeah, this is where I had them park. Oh no, they're engaging me. They didn't do that last time. Interesting. Interesting.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Interesting. So for some reason they want to do that. Okay. Well, we can just stay away from them.
Got it. Yes.
So this AI for this army works.
Yes, sir.
It's a little strange. Let me just say that.
Yes.
It's a little strange.
Yes. Yes. We're moving. We're moving.
I'm wondering to see if they come back, because this time we're just running by. I'm wondering to see if they come back.
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this shade
We're moving.
up here, he has the dispersal dream like all Rick used in Out of the Barrier, and so he's a bit tough. So like if we send like, let's save it. so I can show you. He's on like one. He'll use his dispersal dream on even one warrior. He has some dialogue when you get close to him.
Yes, sir.
And we notice he's already injured too.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Why didn't he do his dialogue?
Come
Wait,
on,
did-
you cowards. Finish me.
He says, "Come on, you cowards, finish me." And you notice he'll use his dispersal dream even on one unit. So, but the easiest way to kill him, you can easily kill him without losing a single arch or unit. If you, it's going to be almost impossible. You're going to have to get lucky to use your melee and not have anyone die because, well, let me show you this. Like if you have your units spread out,
Yes. Yes, sir.
like we spread our units out real good, and watch how far his dispersal dream
Yes.
bounces. Like
Yes. Yes, we're on it. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Casualty.
Come on, you cowards.
it wasn't quite that far. Let's try it one more time. Because his dispersal dream
Got it.
radius
Yes, sir.
between units is ridiculously large.
Yes, sir. Got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
We'll kind of keep them somewhat spread out, but not like quite as spread out. And
Yeah.
you can see how far they
We're
spread.
moving.
You would think like, oh, it wouldn't be able to bounce between these
Yeah.
units, right?
Come on,
See,
you
look how far it's spread.
Casualty.
See, like you think you're spread out enough, but no.
Casualty.
So that's what I wanted to show you right there. That is ridiculous. So, but there is an easy way to kill him, and that's use range. It won't even activate his dialogue. And so for his health, he's like already hurt. For his health, on harder difficulty, he has more health. Like if I was playing like timid, which is the easiest difficulty, he'd be like in the red.
Yes, sir.
You can just pass forward. They'll eventually hit him. He kind of like keeps to moving around, so it takes a little bit for them to hit him. Sometimes, if you don't not careful, the archers might go too close and do that. So if you want to avoid that, you can just put your archers, rather than clicking on him, attacking him, you can just set them up in formation at a safe
Yes,
distance
sir. Yes.
and just let them go and just fast forward and they'll kill him.
That was mine.
You can see he has his 3 dispersal dreams. So yeah, so our archers got a good amount of kills and stuff, so that was nice. So something I just wanted to show you
Yes.
real quick is
On my way. Yes, sir. On my way. Yes.
I guess I won't actually do it, but this army up here, right, is if you are back here, right,
Got it.
right where after these two armies fought, like back here,
Yes, sir.
right, if we go this way instead, right, all the way around,
Got it.
or not this
Yes.
way, it's this way, okay, up under
my
here,
way.
we'll find this army back here somewhere, right, they'll be like in this area somewhere, and so we can actually draw them this way instead,
Got it.
if we want to
Yes,
do
sir.
that earlier.
On my way.
And they'll come and they'll park here, and then they'll just stop here and they'll be stuck. They won't move.
Yes, sir.
So that's another way if you just want to deal with them earlier and not run away from them later. I don't know which one's faster. The windscreen shows a warrior in Furbolg looking at the carcasses of a thrall and fetch who had recently died in combat. The Furbolg looks perplexed and is probably trying to figure out why the dark forces are fighting each other. The lost screen shows a thrall who defeated a warrior with his axe standing next to a fetch. There are bodies from the Legion all over the place. You can also see some of the soulless on the mountain in the background. Jay Berry, who was a Bungie level designer who designed this mission, said this about the mission. This was cool. Getting the game to fight itself convincingly took time, but I thought this level was fun for a player who went right at it and didn't just inch forward waiting to trip the events. Obviously, the easiest way to beat this mission is to get all the Dark Forces to kill each other, but fighting in one army and having another attack you from the rear makes things very interesting indeed. In the Fallen Levels plugin, you can only distinguish the differences between the two forces of the Dark Army by the color of the units. In the original Myth of Fallen Lords game, one of the Dark Forces is labeled as Light also. Some fans theorize that at some point in the development of the game, it was intended that the player would control some of the dark units in the campaign. There are some other reasons to think this might be the case also. We really don't know anything about Scorpion the Shade other than what is in this mission. He literally doesn't appear anywhere else in the games. He is obviously one of the Deceiver's shades based on the goals of the mission. Based off this, you can determine that all of the blue units in the mission are part of the Deceiver's army. In the mission, the Shade appears as a light unit in the original Myth of Fallen Lords game. Thanks for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next time in Forest Art.